Hello everyone and welcome to Golden Nova's First Reacts, where I react first to all the things you want to see reacted to first, as long as I'm the first person you come to react to things first. And you can call me Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer all you want right now, but that's not going to stop me from reacting to more new cards. The Doom of Dimensions, I think that's what Dude stands for. I totally can't keep that in my brain here, but Dude has been the gift that keeps on giving. It's got Gokis in there, something that I've been needing an excuse to talk about for a long time, and the same has now happened with Megaliths. This is probably one of my favorite ritual themes that I have had the pleasure of playing. It was one of the coolest things to be playing in Master Duel when it first came out, and now we're getting more support for the ritual spell list ritual archetype. I'm not sure if Megalith holds that as the only archetype that does that anymore, but it was certainly new at the time. It's cool, it's Earth Rock, so it's got a not unique attribute, but a pretty unique typing, benefited from a lot of the new rock stuff that came out, and it was very flexible because it worked with all kinds of ritual stuff, so you could accomplish a bunch of stuff. Combine that with Full being a beat stick all on its own, getting to absolutely titanic heights, quick removal, negation. It had a lot of the things that you would want from a deck. It was just a little unwieldy unless you knew how to pilot it. Will we be running down the route of us smoothing out the combo lines and making it easier to run? Are we going to get some more tools to help us in a more modern meta? Or maybe both? Let's take a look here. We're starting with Megalith Frochu, a level 4 rock ritual monster with 2,000 attack and 300 defense. Crazy. A Megalith with a good attack stat that's a level 4 one? Say it ain't so. You can ritual summon this card with any Megalith card. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn, and you cannot activate the first and second effect of this card's name in the same chain, though notably it is not once per turn. If this card is ritual summoned, you can add a Megalith card from your graveyard to your hand. And second, during the main phase, as a quick effect, you can ritual summon a Megalith ritual monster from your graveyard, except a copy of this card, by attributing monsters from your hand and or field whose total levels equal or exceed the level of that monster, including this card on the field. So it's not once per turn, but you do have to get rid of it if you want to activate it. It's during any main phase, and it ritual summons from the graveyard. That's outrageous. Because there's some cool things to grab out of the graveyard with Megalith. Because you're discarding the higher level ones, so you're effectively losing them to do their ritual summoning activated effects. So you have to find a way to get them back into your hand to ritual summon them again. But Frochu has decided, no. We'll get some Megalith cards back into our hand, but because it's Megalith card, we can get things like Unformed, which is cool. The field spell is a great way to keep advantage recurred. This is pretty funky. Megalith Notra Plura, level 12 Earth Rock ritual monster. You can ritual summon this card with any Megalith card. Must be ritual summoned using only ritual monsters. Yikes. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. I guess it's not that bad because we have a lot of level 4. I think they're all level 4s are the base ones, and then the big ones are, I think the whole idea is that they're level 2, 4, and 8. So that's actually not that terrible. You use a big one and a small one to ritual summon together. And Frochu, if you need to use some of this from the graveyard, you just got to pair a Frochu with level 8 ritual and you're good to go. So maybe it's not as bad. I think it's good, actually. I think it's fine. You can reveal this card in your hand, and your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of your Megalith ritual monster effects for the rest of the turn. Oh, okay. So you've stun-locked your opponent for nothing. What? When your opponent activates a card or effect as a quick effect, you can negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card. Then if that effect targeted a card on the field, you contribute one monster your opponent control. So it's an Omni-negate. Destroys the card, and then if it targeted any card on the field, not just your field, tribute a monster your opponent controls, non-targeting, with tributing being one of the best ways to remove monsters because it doesn't trigger destroy effects, and it gets around any protection that's not unaffected by your opponent's card effects. That's wild. Okay. And notably, this can be ritual summoned with any Megalith card, but it does not say that it has to be ritual summoned with a Megalith card. This is not Albazoa. Granted, it has to always use ritual monsters, so you better be ready to fit the mold here, but this is not limited to just our neck of the woods. Okay. Megalith Anastasis. Continue a spell card. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can discard one card to add a level 4 or lower and a level 8 or higher Megalith monster from your deck to your hand. And once per turn, if you ritual summon a Megalith monster, you can activate one of these effects. But you can only use each effect of this card once per turn. You can either draw 2, then discard 1, or tribute a monster your opponent controls. Okay, so it searches level 4 or lower, which means that you can grab any of the level 4 ones, or full, which is a level 2, but notably, you do want to keep that in your deck so you can summon it with unformed, so you don't necessarily want to grab full. I might have said that full was the one that gains a bunch of attack power. I meant Phaleg. Phaleg's the one that gets a big attack bonus. So this gets you a big and small one, and none of this applies any kind of restriction. This does not lock you into only playing Megaliths, which could have been a huge limitation to the theme, because notably Megalith were really good at utilizing different themes, cool cards to make their stuff work. This does not change that. And the level 8 or higher ones all have the effects that let you ritual summon your Megaliths. So this is effectively a card that turns any card in your hand into a pre-preparation of rites for Megalith. A deck that could not use pre-preparation of rites and had a bit of a time using regular preparation of rites now has Anastasis to help with that. Holy cow. And then the second one, it is not unheard of for Megalith decks to ritual summon more than twice in a single turn. The loop is like what? You play the one that lets you, like, not the draw card, but there's one that searches like a ritual monster, then you tribute it to the one that searches a ritual spell because they're both level 4s, and then you use that to set up plays with other one. Like, it's... What is it? It's like the one that searches you a monster gets you the one that searches you a spell card, and then you ritual summon that one to get you unformed, and then you use unformed to tribute the one that you just summoned to get full. Full gets you back one of your ritual monsters from the graveyard, changing its level, and then you can quick ritual out of your deck. Like, that's the wild thing. You can still summon Notra Plura from your deck with full if you have the material, and it sets its level to be what you... Well, not what you need, but it sets its level to be something else, so it's... These are good. These are good. I think this is pretty valid. This is like a real boss monster for the deck. I said like Phaleg previously was what was pushing for damage, and that's not bad. But this knocks it out of the frickin' park as one that can actually resist your opponent's actions. Has a lot of attack power, and just notably keeps your opponent from doing anything in response to your Megalith ritual monster effects. Ugh. Crazy stuff. Frochu is a way to recover your Megalith cards out of your graveyard that doesn't necessarily need you to have your field spell up, which is good. Ritual summons from the graveyard. This is... I'm here. I'm here for it. This rules. Once again, I hesitate to say that things will be meta when new support comes out, but I think we should keep an eye out, because this is at least going to get a new wave of Megalith interest, and we're going to see some bodacious combos coming out of this one. Shoutouts to Diamond Dude. I'm sure that they are over the moon about the kinds of stuff we're going to see here, which means that I'm opening myself up to look at Blue Sky and find out that I'm actually full of garbage and none of this stuff is actually good, but I'm confident that it's good. Anyway, thank you all so much for listening. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Are there any Megalith combos that you're excited to see? Any weird interactions that you're hoping to utilize with the help of these cards? And as always, until the next time, Konami drops some juicy spoilers. I will see all of you next time. Bye-bye. Today's episode is brought to you by Dragon Shield. Get the sleeves as strong as dragon scales that even come with their own lore, and save 5% on your order by using the coupon code GoldenNova at checkout. It was also brought to you by my lovely patrons, including this month's illustrious Quasar Commanders, Upstairs Media, and Simic Toadstool, Nebula Navigators, 3rd Dynasty, 50 Gigabytes, Ada Basilisk, Adam Zajdel, Ancient Wizard, Andrew Newman, Battle Axe, Kane Senpai, Charlie Mercury, Chibi Gohan, Christopher Fuss, Clockswork, Comrade Copperbottom, Dr. Reaper, Eric, Frankie, Garland Chaos, Green Knight, Great Big Pillock, Groog, Hair Bear, Harry the Ominous Benefactor, Iron Zero, Iskander 711, Carp, Marion James E. Picata, Meme King, Millennia Asta, Muse Clark, Neon Yaminair, Orozco 09096, Panther J, Bat Boos, Rebel King Lucifer, Red Eyes Jackalow, RJ the Jank Monarch, Sonic 21 Blast, The Critic of Innocence, Thievery Coast, and The Wizard Moose, Cosmic Crusaders Ally Vatnia, Animasta, and Thorak, A Random Pup, Blaze Rider, Blitzwolf, Chaz Ghost, Christopher Fuss, again, Chris B, Cool Trainer Dark, Divine Dragon Felgrin 4123, Dr. Reaper RIP, again, Eki Bullock, Eva Padilla, Herbal D, Inblink, Kale the Dragon, Lobomaru 02, Manga Pages, Martin Moore 2468, Natiel Lee Alexander, Nitromo, Not Al Gore, Nyx, Obsidian, Pombo, Rhyme Kairos, Shizuka Nijimura, Sir Knight JCB, Sphelia, Stephen Huntsman, Stephen Williamson, The Legendary Raven, The Phantom Knights of Shitted Pants, The Queen of Time, The Gene, Tiger X2476, Tristan O'Meara and Zaldreka, as well as the lovely Starlight Explorers you see on screen now. If you'd like to help me in my journey to cover all of Yu-Gi-Oh's archetypes, get my videos early, be a part of these credits and other awesome perks, it would mean the world to me if you would check out the link to my Patreon down in the description, or consider joining as a YouTube member.